What if I told you that the calmest person in the room is not the one who never gets angry, but the one who knows exactly what to do the moment anger shows up? Imagine someone insults you, cuts you off in traffic, or sends you a message and, instead of exploding, you just stay steady, not fake calm. Real calm sounds impossible. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll look at your emotions in a completely different way. Let's start with a hard truth. You will get triggered. I will get triggered. Even monks probably get triggered when their Wi-Fi is slow. So the goal is not to never feel angry. The goal is to not let anger drive your actions like a crazy Uber driver with no brakes. Here's where most people go wrong. They think staying calm means swallowing everything, smiling while boiling inside, nodding like a peaceful Buddha while internally planning a revenge speech. That's not calm, that's emotional pressure cooker mode, and we all know what happens to pressure cookers. Real calm starts with something very simple, but very powerful. Delay. When something triggers you, your brain reacts in milliseconds. Your heart rate jumps, your body tightens, and your mind screams, "Say something, do something, defend yourself right now." But calm people do the opposite. They create a tiny pause. Even 2 seconds, just enough time to stop autopilot. You can do this with one sentence in your head. I don't need to react immediately. That's it. It sounds small, but it changes everything. Now, here's a trick most people don't talk about. Calm people don't fight their anger. They observe it like a weather report. Instead of saying, "I'm furious and this person is ruining my day," they think, "Interesting. Anger is happening. Same situation, completely different power." Imagine you're stuck in traffic and someone honks like they personally paid for the road. You feel that surge of irritation. Instead of yelling, you think, "Oh, there it is. The angry feeling, high anger." Suddenly, you're not the anger, you're the person watching it. And once you're the observer, you're in control. But let's be real. Observation alone won't save you if you keep feeding your anger. This is where most people sabotage themselves. Someone says something rude, and instead of letting it go, they replay it in their head like a toxic podcast. They think they're better than me. I should have said this, that, and that. Every replay is like adding fuel to the fire. Calm people do something different. They change the story. Instead of assuming bad intentions, they ask, what else could be true? Maybe that person is stressed. Maybe they misunderstood. Maybe they're just naturally unpleasant, like a permanently sour lemon in human form. This doesn't mean you excuse bad behavior. It just means you don't poison yourself over it. Now here's a practical technique that sounds funny but works shockingly well. Name your anger. Yes, give it a name. Call it Drama Dave, or Angry Auntie, or Hothead Harry. So when you feel triggered, you think, "Oh, here comes Drama Dave again." It creates distance. You're no longer, "I am angry." Your anger is visiting me, and visits don't last forever. Another secret of calm people is that they protect their peace before they need it. Think of calm like a savings account. You don't wait until you're broke to think about money. You build reserves in advance. That means things like sleep, breaks, and boundaries. Because, let's be honest, when you're tired, hungry, or overwhelmed, even a mildly annoying mosquito can turn you into a villain. Ever snapped at someone just because you were hungry? That's not anger. That's your body begging for a sandwich. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful skills of calm people. Not taking everything personally. Most triggers come from this thought. This is about me. It's but calm people realize something uncomfortable yet freeing most of the time. It's not about you. People project their stress, insecurity, and bad mood onto others. If someone is rude, that says more about their inner chaos than your worth. Think of it like this. If someone throws trash at you, do you wear it? Or do you just step aside and let it fall? Calm people step aside. But here's where things get really interesting. Staying calm doesn't mean being a doormat. Calm people are actually incredibly powerful communicators. They don't explode, but they don't stay silent either. They respond instead of react. Reaction is emotional. Response is thoughtful. Instead of shouting, you're disrespectful. They might say, "That comment felt disrespectful. Can we keep this conversation?" Respectful, same message, totally different energy. And here's a secret most people miss. Calm people win more arguments not because they're louder, but because they're clearer. Now, let's talk about humor. Because humor is a calm person's secret weapon. When something tense happens, a little light humor can diffuse everything. Someone cuts in front of you in line. Instead of getting mad, you could think, wow, they must really need that coffee for their survival. You don't say it out loud unless you want chaos, but in your mind, it softens the situation. Calm is not about being serious all the time. It's about not letting small things turn into big storms. Here's another powerful idea. Stop expecting people to behave perfectly. The moment you accept that, people will be annoying, rude, slow, and irrational sometimes. Life gets much easier. It's like expecting your phone battery to die eventually. You're not shocked when it happens. You're prepared now. Let's talk about something most self-help videos avoid. Sometimes you will still lose your cool. And that'sokay.com is not a destination. It's a practice. If you snap, apologize, reset, and move forward. The goal is progress, not perfection. Here's a final perspective shift that changes everything. Calm is not about controlling other people. It's about controlling your inner environment. You can't stop people from trying to trigger you, but you can decide whether you hand them the remote control to your emotions. And here's the big question I want you to think about. The next time someone tries to provoke you, who do you want to be in that moment? The person who explodes and regrets it later? Or the person who stays steady, speaks clearly, and walks away feeling in control? Because the truth is, calm isn't weakness. Calm is power, and once you master it, you'll realize something shocking. Most of the people who used to trigger you suddenly can't anymore.